All right, let's talk about a number. But this isn't just any number. It's a psychological tipping point, a financial milestone that can literally change how you see everything. We're going to break down what's called the $10,000 threshold.
But first, let me ask you something. What if that surprise car repair, you know the one, or that unexpected trip to the ER, what if it didn't have to send you spiraling into a full-blown panic? What if it could just be, well, an inconvenience?
See, for so many of us, that's just not reality. The reality is something we're going to call survival mode. You know that feeling? It's that constant, nagging anxiety that comes with living paycheck to paycheck. And here's the thing, it's not just in your head, it's actually biological. When you're stuck in survival mode, your body is just flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone. And that literally wires your brain for short-term defensive thinking. You stop looking for ways to get ahead and just start trying to dodge the next disaster. And that right there, that's the trap. When every bit of your energy is spent just trying to keep your head above water, every single financial choice you make is about defense. It's like you're frantically patching holes in a sinking boat instead of even thinking about building a new one. There's just no room, no mental bandwidth left for progress. So how in the world do you break that cycle? Well, that brings us right to the heart of this whole idea, the $10,000 threshold. This is the amount of money in savings that really acts as a powerful tipping point. $10,000. Now, I know for some of you, that number might seem totally impossible. For others, it might not seem like a lot. But what we're here to unpack is its incredible power as a psychological threshold.
Because once you cross this line, you get to shift from survival mode to opportunity mode. And you can see the difference right here. You go from that constant defense, the high stress, the short-term thinking on the left, to proactive planning, mental peace, and a real long-term vision on the right. It's a total game changer.
And maybe the most profound benefit of hitting this goal is a concept that sounds, well, it sounds almost like a superpower, becoming financially immune.
The source material for this explainer says it perfectly. You become effectively immune to the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Just think about that for a second. Not just managing the cycle, but becoming immune to it. It just loses its power over you. So what does that immunity actually look like in the real world? Well, it's the shield that protects you from a huge car repair bill, a big medical bill, heck, even a sudden job loss. Basically, it's enough to soak up most of the financial curveballs that life is going to throw at you. And this is where the real psychological magic happens. The very same event, a blown engine, a broken arm, it gets completely transformed. What would have been a financial disaster becomes just a minor inconvenience. It's a problem you can solve, not a crisis you have to survive. This newfound security, it doesn't just stop bad things from destroying your life. It actually unlocks good things. It allows for this incredible fundamental shift to opportunity. Your brain, now that it's finally free from that cortisol-fueled panic, can actually start looking for opportunities. You can see it here. You go from reacting to disasters to actively seeking opportunities. You can start thinking about investing, or maybe starting that side hustle, or even just planning a vacation. You're not just playing defense anymore. You're finally on offense. And all of this leads to the ultimate prize, a totally new financial mindset. This is the real reward for all that hard work of saving up. Which brings us to the most important point of all. Saving that first 10 grand, it isn't really about the money. It's about buying back your peace of mind. It's about freeing up your most valuable resource, your mental space, so you can finally stop just surviving and start actually deliberately building the life you really want. Because in the end, that $10,000 threshold isn't just a safety net. It's a launch pad. It is the solid ground you can finally take off from. So the only real question left is, where will you go from here?